So the day has finally arrived. We've got the motor back from Giannis, and it's time for the install back into the Mazdaspeed. Let's get into it.
I've been really trying, baby, trying to hold back this feeling for so long. And if you feel like I feel, baby, then come on. Oh, come on. Woo! Let's get it on.
So just an update from obviously the last episode. We received those parts towards the end of December, and then obviously it was the holidays, so not much could be done. And then we started assembly, and Yana started assembling the engine earlier in January this year. But there were a few issues as always. So the first thing that happened was the head needed to be redone. Like we pointed out in previous episodes, a lot of the work that was done on the motor was quite bad. So like the valve seats in the head, they all were uneven and they didn't match one another, and some of the valves weren't seating correctly. Also the springs that were in the head were stock OEM springs, so they weren't upgraded ones, even though we thought they were upgraded ones. Also the porting on the head, it was ported on the outside, but the inside was not ported. It was still OEM size. So the head needed to be redone. We're glad we picked up these issues, and Giannis managed to fix all of that. And then we started assembly. Then there was another problem. So the King bearings that we had ordered, the rod bearings, the thrust bearing was the incorrect size. So they sent the correct size for the rod bearings, but the thrust bearing was the incorrect size. So instead of it being 0.25, they sent 0.025. So we reached out obviously to Edge Autosport. They still in contact with King Bearings, so we're waiting a response on that. But luckily we were able to find a thrust bearing of the correct size locally, and yeah, Giannis managed to assemble the engine together. And now we got the block with us, so we're doing everything else, putting on the oil pan and putting on all the attachments that go on to the engine, and then it's going to go into the car, and then yeah, we'll do the startup video towards the end. Yeah, so it's been a rough 2 days. It's late. What's the time now? 7:30 on the Sunday evening. Chris, how's it going?
It's not late. Usually we start them at like 11 o'clock. What are you talking about?
David's eating cake and having coffee. Well done for the help. Moritz has been our DJ for the day. Benny, we ready to start this thing? Where are you?
Let's go.
So there were some issues. What is the thing we had to go buy again? What's it called?
Freeze plug.
The freeze plug, yeah. It was leaking on the original one, so we had to go get another one. Yeah, luckily Midas in Gesina is open on a Sunday till late. So we got that sorted. And now we're going to start it up. So live after 3.5 years. Are we happy, guys?
Yeah.
Moritz, you happy?
Yeah.